Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. Sorry about my nose itching. I apologize for that. But this is a request for Brian. Thank you so much for that paid request. For those interested in requesting any type of review or re-review, or it doesn't even have to be a review. It could be a reaction. It could be a topic. It could be an article, a reaction list, ranking, reacting to something to your whatever it may be. Feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. Commentary or whatever it may be. So Brian, I'm not sure if he wants me to say his last name, Brian B. He wants me to react to his top 30 favorite action films. So let's get to it. Number 30, First Blood. Great choice. Love the Rambo films, at least the first four. A Wonderful Speech. Was my war. Come back to the world, protesters spit me, call me baby killer, all sorts of vile crap. Who are they protest me, huh? Who are they? Best say been to me or been there and know what the hell they're yapping about. But there I could fly a gunship, I could drive a tank, back to your team and keep a job. Parking cars! I mean, one more could be said about First Blood. Great drama, some solid parts of action, definitely more of the dramatic portion of the Rambo story. Rest in peace, Brian Denny. Rest in peace, Richard Crenna. Love First Blood. My favorite is Rambo 2 and then Rambo 3, but I love First Blood. Number 29, Air Force One. Wonderful president, played by Harrison Ford. I would say definitely one of the best movie presidents. Guy you could really get behind and root for and vote for and die hard in a plane. But if the president was the hero, cool distinction. Gary Oldman does a nice job as the villain. Now, obviously, because it's a plane, there's only so much you can do. So it's not going to have as much action as, say, a Die Hard. But Harrison Ford is able to handle his own. I enjoy the music from Jerry Goldsmith. There's sometimes, too many points where it goes back to the ground, but at least you had people. I think Dean Stockwell was in there. What's her name? Glenn Close. At least you got some good, capable actors on the ground there when you go away. Definitely one of my favorite Wolfgang Peterson films, and definitely one of the better films Harrison Ford was making around that time. Solid, 1997 movie, Air Force One. Number 28, The Running Man. So far, we got some really good choices here. Love The Running Man. My third favorite Arnold film, behind Predator and Commando. Love The Running Man. Wonderful, fun one-liners. I love the story, the idea, this crazy game show in the future where the prize is your life. You have people like Yaphet Kotto. You have a wonderful bad guy, Richard Dawson. Love the villains. They were kind of like WWF villains. You had Dynamo, Buzzsaw. Here's Sub-Zero, now playing Zero. Over your Christmas tree, found me a light bulb. What about the Buzzsaw? He had to split. How about light? I lived to see you eat the contract, but you better leave some room for my fist to throw a jab to your stomach and break your goddamn spine. I love The Running Man. Again, 87, I believe that came out. Great movie. Number 27, The Mummy from 1999. I like that one. Probably say my favorite Mummy movie is that first Brendan Fraser. I like the adventure aspects of it. It felt like a nice Indiana Jones type of adventure movie. I think Brendan Fraser, that's one of my favorite roles he got to play. The sequels, not so much, but the first one I thought had a great balance of adventure, the score, the actors worked their supporting jobs well. I like the scene with Brendan Fraser fighting all the skeleton mummies and the the music soaring up and the swirl of excitement. Good sense of humor. Kind of sense of humor you would see in most Marvel films, but I thought it was handled here fairly well. Arnold Vosloo from Hard Target, he's the villain. Other than CGI, that's not the best dated. Overall, I still like the Mummy. I do think it's the best of that trilogy. It's a hell lot better than the Tom Cruise one. Number 26. Now I wonder if you'd get on my good side. Because number 6, you got Ninja Turtles 2: Secret of the Ooze. Anybody that has Secret of the Ooze in their top 30 of anything, favorite-wise or best-wise, I definitely will give a drink to that. Because I love Secret of the Ooze. I really do. I love Secret of the Ooze. I think it's a very fun, entertaining. Some would say I liked it just because of nostalgia. Yes, I understand the turtles don't use their weapons. But my thing about that is, unless you make it rated R, it doesn't fucking matter if they use the weapons. Because it's still going to be muted in what they can do and can't do. Even the first film, other than a little few things, they couldn't do a whole lot, even with the weapons. They could not do a ton of a lot, considering what other ninja films do. Because it's a family film. I think the voices work well. I think the animatronic suits are fantastic. The jokes still made me laugh. I felt the Turtles a bit more as a family, while the first one was more serious. It was more about them kind of trying to deal with Splinter being gone. I felt more of the family unit in the second film, which I liked. I like Tokar and Razor, because I don't give a crap about Bebop and Rocksteady. If it was Bebop and Rocksteady, it'd be cool too, but I don't care if it's not them. Are there issues? Yes. Vanilla Ice sucks. Hates Ninja Rap. And the fight with Shredder is disappointing because it's not really a fight. It should have been a fight. This is your second time. Your last time should have been a knockdown, drag out fight. At least both of them taking kicks and punches and other stuff. That's what it should have been. But I still find a lot of entertainment. I like Tino, Ernie Reyes Jr. I just have a lot of sincere fun with it. So, good choice. Number 25, The Suicide Squad. I mean, I liked it. Idris Elba did a good job. John Cena, I can't believe I'm saying, but I'll say it again. He was good in that movie. Had some entertaining, gory action. Teen Shark. It's the best thing Sylvester Stallone has done in a while, which is sad to say. I mean, it wouldn't be on my list of top 30, considering I see some films I'm like, that's not on the list. But again, with every list, it's their opinion. We all have different opinions. That means we would all be making a different list. So for people out there, do not make fun of this guy and his list. Do not say mean things about it. You could be like, really? Like, conversation-wise, but it's his list. And I've seen some I don't agree with, but hey, it is what it is. But I did like the Suicide Squad. Number 24, Batman 89. Good movie. I agree with that. 23, Die Hard. Fantastic. In my mind, it should be in the top 10, at least. Or top 5. That's just my opinion, but I think Die Hard is an absolute masterpiece of an action film. That's just... I love Die Hard to death. 22, Cobra. Very cool to have Cobra on there. So again, anybody that puts Cobra on the list with Stallone, I drink to. Because I love Cobra. I love the lines of dialogue. I'm the dizzy. You're a disease. And I'm the cure. This is where the law stops. And I start. Sucker. Brian Thompson is your villain. I love the horror movie feel to it. Has a lot of action. You got a good car chase. You got a good one-man killing people one by one in different unique ways at the end. You got machine gun in the back of a pickup truck, explosions, fisticuffs, great soundtrack, Voice of America's Son, Feel the Heat, love Cobra, one of my personal favorites. 21 Bumblebee, not for me, just wasn't my thing. Yeah, I didn't have, Transformers pissing on each other, but I just, I think by that time I've just worn out on Transformers, just completely worn out. I'm like, the plot is almost like a remake of the first film, but it's supposed to be a prequel of the first film, but again, it feels like almost the same. Instead of a guy meeting Bumblebee, it's a girl meeting Bumblebee, and the military, instead of John Turturro, it's John Cena. It's like, just too little too late to me. 20 Shang-Chi, I have no idea why. It's your opinion, teach their own. I don't know. Hey, teach their own. I'd be very curious as to, why Shang-Chi better than Die Hard. He doesn't have to. I'd be very curious to hear why he thinks Shang-Chi's better than Die Hard. And I'm sitting there looking at the rest of the list. I'm like, there's no Jackie Chan. There's no Jet Li. There's no John Woo. There's no Hard Boiled or Hard Target. No Brandon Lee. No John Wick. Like, there's a lot of martial arts films, but I would say this, at least, check out Drive with Mark Dacascos from 1997. Check out this one called Broken Fist, also known as Broken Path, with Johnny Yong Bosch. Check out Hard Boiled. Check out, Kiss of the Dragon with Jet Li. Or Police Story, Operation Condor, Rumble in the Bronx with Jackie Chan. Or check out The Killer with John Woo directing. Chow Yun-fat. In my opinion, all those are much better than Shang-Chi and the Seven Cochrans. Number 19, Endgame. Teach their own. I think that film's overrated. I think that film is terrible. I think a lot of the plot doesn't make sense. I think that it's a disservice to Thor. He's just a walking fat joke. I think it's disrespectful to Hulk. Just him turning to a simp. Wannabe Steve Urkel offering tacos to people. I think, from the cringy girl power moment at the end to this overstuffed running time to... Sorry. 18, Captain America Civil War. I like Captain America Civil War. I think The Winter Soldier is better. But, I like the film. I think it's better than Die Hard. Or The Running Man, but to each their own. Enter the Dragon, number 17. Great movie. Awesome Bruce Lee film. No Steven Seagal films on this list. No Jean-Claude Van Damme films on this list. I would put Bloodsport, Hard Target, Time Cop above some of these, like Shang-Chi or such. Blade, number 16. Love Blade. I put Blade 2 on the list, but love the first Blade. 15, 1995 Mortal Kombat. I enjoy that film as well. Number 14, Mortal Kombat 2021. Again, teach their own. I don't get it, but again, teach their own. It's got, 2 minutes of gore maybe, but I think the characters are terrible. Cole, fuck Cole, hashtag fuck Cole. That could be one of the 50 epitaphs on my grave. Same with, fuck Steven Seagal, hashtag fuck Cole, hashtag Alien 3 sucks, a bunch of others. Hashtag fuck Cole. He was such a boring, inconsequential, tedious, fan-fiction character. The other actors, the guy who played Luke Kane, no charisma. The guy who played Raiden. The guy who played Raiden, was as stiff as a block of wood. Same with Shane's son. Like, people were either stiff, cardboard, or zero personality or charm. And the fight scenes were terribly edited. Like, the director did not know how to shoot a fight scene. Like, the Raid Redemption. There's no Raid Redemption on here. Please see the Raid Redemption. If you like Mortal Kombat 2021, you definitely need to see the Raid Redemption. Even the Raid 2. But again, teach their own. Number 13, Predator. Classic. Number 12, Matrix Revolutions. I'm surprised because people hate that movie. But I like all three of the Matrix films. Yes, there's only 3, because the 4th one, fuck that movie. I mean, I don't think it's better than some of these other movies, but I like Matrix Revolutions. Number 11, Logan. I liked it. Okay. But I don't think it's better than Enter the Dragon. I don't think it's better than Cobra or Die Hard or Batman. Or even Secret of the Ooze, but that's just me. That's my opinion. Number 9, Dark Knight Rises. I'm surprised it's not even The Dark Knight. I'm shocked it's not The Dark Knight. It's The Dark Knight Rises. Teach their own, man. To me, that movie, Bane is horrible. He sounds like fucking Darth Vader met Bane. Sean. If Darth Vader was played by Sean Connery, that's how ridiculous Bane sounded. The football scene was stupid because I don't care what kind of a football player you are. You're going to hear a goddamn nuclear explosion behind you, and you're not going to keep hold of that damn ball. I'm so gung-ho to get this touchdown, even though the whole fucking world just exploded behind me. I'm not going to stop and turn, and what the fuck? I don't make sure I got that football. Or, despite the city being in such turmoil, I'm going to take the time to make a fire bat signal on a building. Why? Because I saw The Crow. I'm a big fan of The Crow. Because I'm a big fan of The Crow, I'm just... Again, the whole city's in turmoil, and these films are taking themselves so super, super, super serious, but yet it has a fucking bat signal on the side of the building. I don't know if Batman did that, which I'm like, why are you taking the time to do that? Or someone else. Who did that? Who had the time and was lazy and bored that even though, yeah, I'm going to die, I don't make sure I have this. If Batman did that, why? Why did he take the time? I could be taking the time to save people's lives. They could be dying. Well, let me make sure I get each of these. It's so much of that stuff. Like the whole group of cops under the ground for months. Don't give me this day stuff. No, they say it's been months since these cops have been underground, stuck, trapped. And they come out, they're ready to fight. No malnutrition, no starvation, no dehydration, needing some water, weak, tired. No, they're ready to fight, and they fight they do. I'm like, come the fuck on. It's so overlong, it's so boring, it's so ridiculous. I never understood the love for that film. The stuff that I said, it's in the movie. I'm not making it up. And it's the fact that it takes itself so serious as if it's trying to be an Oscar contender, that when you have this consistent amount of stupidity, it makes it much more goofy and dumb. Fuck The Dark Knight pisses. If you like to teach their own. Number 8, Jason Bourne. That's the 4th one. That's just the worst one. With editing, you can't tell what's going on. You cannot tell what's going on in that movie, any of the action scenes. And the plots of the Bourne films are each like the same. Number 7, Bourne Identity. If you told me Bourne Identity and Jason Bourne, the plots, I couldn't, because I'd be telling the same fucking story. Identity and they're chasing Bourne. But hey, teach their own. Number 6, Ghost in the Shell. I didn't know which one he means. There's the anime and there's the live action. I don't know which he meant. I'm not a fan of the anime. The live action I thought was okay. It was okay. Number 5, Universal Soldier. Cool. Love Universal Soldier. So I lied. There is a Van Damme movie on here. I apologize. I didn't look up high enough. I apologize. So there is a Van Damme movie on there, and Universal Soldier. Very cool. Love it. Definitely one of Van Damme's best films. Great work between him and Dolph Lundgren. Wonderful pick. You discharged, Sarge. That was an epic event as a kid to see these two go mano a mano. It was my favorite Roland Emmerich film to this day. Number 4, Matrix Reloaded. Cool. Wait. I'm sorry, I missed one. Number 10 was The Matrix. The first one. Sorry, I saw Dark Knight Rises and I blanked out for a sec. So it was 12 Matrix Revolutions, 11 Logan, 10 The Matrix, which I did see in the theater. Loved it. Great movie. And then number 9, Dark Knight Rises. Number 8, Jason Bourne. Number 7, Bourne Identity. Number 6, Ghost in the Shell. Number 5, Universal Soldier. Number 4, Matrix Reloaded. I'm surprised it's on the list and that high, but I think that's cool because I like that movie. I always liked that movie. I remember I saw that twice in the theater and had a ball seeing that in the theater. Because I saw it, it lost me at the KFC guys. Because the guy looks like a Kentucky Fried Colonel when he's talking about all these theories and diagnostics of the. It's like take calculus class again. See, making my nose itch remembering that scene. I could tell the whole audience was lost in that scene too. Like, if there's a scene that killed the movie for people, it'd probably be that scene. But as an action film, it was exciting, it was thrilling. Scenes that just blew me away when I saw it in the theater. The highway chase sequence, the fight with all the Agent Smiths, I think they called it the Burly Brawl. It felt epic. It felt big. It felt grand. I thought Neo and even Morpheus had some cool stuff. Taking out the tire with a sword and Trinity driving. I mean, and I liked. People didn't like that they were not following the formula. Good guys versus the machines. I liked how different it was trying to be, and I thought it felt unique and a bit different, which is something we're always looking and saying we want stuff different. It was a risky venture. They still made money, but in the long run didn't pay off because people hate those sequels. One of the many reasons why the fourth one flopped. I said that film would flop, and I was right. Because people hated Matrix 2 and 3. I didn't. I was one of the few. And even I'm like, you don't need a sequel. You don't need a fourth one. But I love the second one. Number 3, Aliens. Poster right behind me. Awesome choice. That's probably my number 1. No. Number 2. Hard Target is my number 1. But love Aliens. Absolute classic. What else can I say? Love Aliens. Absolute classic. Number 2, Demolition Man. Wonderful choice. Love Demolition Man. I think it's very clever. Way, way ahead of its time. Wonderful team of Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone going mano a mano. Great aspects of the future that, again, kind of showed the PC cancel culture today. You know, the PC brigade being overly clean, overly nice, kind, watch your language. How when you take that to the extreme, it could be detrimental as well. Again, very witty script with some fun action set pieces. Love the battle at the end. Wish we could see a special edition. Wish we could see the deleted scenes, including there's supposed to be a fight between. There's a lot of stuff cut out of that movie. Like, there's a bit where Sylvester Stallone's daughter, like John Spartan, his character's daughter, is in the movie. Because he mentions his daughter, he has a daughter. They actually had John Spartan's daughter as one of the Dennis Leary's Dane members. And like, there's a bit where Stallone and Wesley Snipes go on a catwalk, and then there's an explosion, there's a shot, and they're both hanging there, and you've seen that shot probably online somewhere, the two of them hanging there. At least back in the day, they were in magazines. And that was cut out. All the stuff with John Spartan's daughter was cut out. There's an extra action. Like, there's a fight between Stallone and Jesse Ventura, which is funny because they advertised on WCW. For a short time, Jesse Ventura was with WCW. And one of the things is that WCW interviewed Jesse Ventura and Sylvester Stallone. Hey, we're doing this film called Demolition Man, and there's going to be a fight scene, and it's not in the movie. Why you would cut that out, especially after all that, I don't know. But I wish we could see it. Have a documentary, interviews. There'd be a hell lot more money better spent than fucking Rocky IV director's cut. But yeah, love Demolition Man. And number 1, Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Obvious choice, but it's a good choice. Although I think it's a bit overrated, I still do enjoy and like the film. I still think it's a good, strong film. I definitely like it more than Mortal Kombat 2021 and the Bourne films and Endgame and Shang-Chi. But yeah, T2 I think is way better than them. Good movie. It's just for me, I prefer Predator, which is on the list, classic. I prefer Commando. Rambo 2, Hard Boiled. No, none of them made the list. But that'd be my list. That's not his list. But a lot of choices I agree with. I mean, like I said, I agree with Aliens being that high. I agree with Demolition Man, Universal Soldier. Cool to see the Matrix trilogy on there. Like I said, it's cool to have Cobra on the list. Cool to have Secret of the Ooze on the list. First Blood, The Ruddy Man. Enter the Dreaded Blade. I guess the ones I would disagree with the most is Dark Knight Rises, Mortal Kombat 2021, and Shang-Chi, as well as Endgame and the Bourne films. Because I don't think the Bourne films are better than First Blood. I mean, but again, that's not my list. This is his list. So, overall, love your top 5. Pretty much love your top 5. Like, your top 5 and bottom 5 are pretty cool. So, it's pretty neat. So, thanks once again, Brian. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. And we will see you guys later. Bye-bye.